Hi everyone. Y'all know how I love to start with music. It's just soft. It just seems like it's whimsical, but almost like you're floating on a cloud, right? So anyway, this is my first official reading for the different signs of the astrology. We're going to start first for our Libras, our dear lovely Libras. And that's because you guys always pull through for me and have the highest views. And so I want to, before continuing, I want to mention that again, Miss Vanessa won the last entry for the prize. So she won the prize this last time. Y'all see me in a sweatshirt, and that's due to the fact that we've gotten our first snow yesterday and through the night. And it was lovely. It was different to wake up to it and have to scrape it off my car because, well, I hadn't done that in 30 years. And so pretty much, it was an experience, right? What I've come to find, my lovely Libras, about Colorado thus far is that Colorado is different from any state that I've seen before. It's got a rugged beauty about it. It's not something that is soft and sweet. It's not for the lily-livered, as they say in the westerns. You have to really have heart, and you have to really want to make a stake, as they say, here in Colorado. So with that, our major theme is going to be today of blazing trails, forging ahead and blazing trails. We're almost to the end of 2020. So instead of waiting for New Year's to start something new, I think that it's time right now to take the bull by the horns and forge ahead and, just be your lovely selves and believe in yourselves. It may be a goal that you've had for a while, but you haven't acted on it. Maybe something you've been wanting to do, for a while, but you just have not acted upon it. That is what we want to talk about today, and we want to see what the cards have to say about you and your endeavors, okay, for the rest of November, or at least until the 15th of November. We'll say up to the 15th of November. If I can do another reading before the end of November, then we'll do another reading, but we'll do this one from today. Then today's actually the 10th, so let's extend it to the 17th, because I like to do at least per week, because things don't change that drastically within that time frame unless you go out and do something that is going to force a change to come about, that is called free will. Before getting into the reading, I still want to let you guys know, I know you can't read it from here. I will put my email into the description, and you do need to email me so that you can enter as a new subscriber to my channel. And I am so blessed to have 42 subscribers now. I started with 1, and I always laugh because the number 1 was my husband, and it's gone up from 1 to 42. And I'm very blessed to have a YouTube family that frequents my videos and my channel, and I love you guys so much. It doesn't matter where I am. I'm never going to just, be the type that forgets, the beginnings, right? Because it's all about the beginnings. If you have a good foundation, people that believe in you and are behind you, then you can do anything. And that's a lot of the theme today in reference to this reading. So again, just because I'm in Colorado does not mean that I stopped doing the free giveaway entry for new subscribers or people that pull more subscribers to me. You can enter if you can vouch for someone that has subscribed. And how I can tell is, 1, I can tell because the numbers go up, 2, because you give me the name of the person, and 3, because you actually follow through and email me so that I know that 1, you commented, 2, you emailed me, and you gave me the person's name, or the person themselves emailed me and gave me their name so that I know. And you don't have to give me a last name if you don't feel comfortable doing that. That's fine. But in order for me to send out your gift to you, in that instance, I'm going to have a place to send your gift to, because I need to ship it to you, obviously. I wish I was that great at magic where I could, wiggle my nose and have it there in a blink of an eye. But I can't do that. So I do have to send it through the mail so that you can receive it. And Vanessa was very, very happy with her gift. So I hope that you will take the time to read the description for my email and that you will subscribe. I see so many people viewing the channel and I'm very grateful for that. But I also need you to please subscribe, okay? So that way my channel can grow, because after all, that's what YouTube is about, is not only me giving information and exchange of information, but also as a family growing, so that you can pass on the word, and so that if you like my channel, then you can share it with others as well. What I'm delving into, you guys don't want to know, because there's so many irons in the fire for me right now with this move being so fresh. As you can tell, I am right now not quite settled, in my permanent place. Sorry, the heater just turned on. I hope that doesn't distract you. But I still wanted to keep doing my readings no matter what. I didn't want to interrupt this, because right now more than ever we need to give each other ánimo. In Spanish, ánimo means courage, encouragement, and so we have to keep going. No matter what's happening around us, we're all brothers and sisters having an earthly experience as a human being, and so we're all in this together. So I wanted to let you guys know what I've gotten my hands into, which really, honest to goodness, I had already purchased this book. And I purchased this book probably a year ago. And I had been telling myself for the last 4 months, and yes, I guess I'm going to be long-winded today, that I wanted to study astrology, but I didn't know how to start. I was like, and then there's not very many people that you can go to, like, to have your chart done. Most people that have already made it on YouTube, astrology wise, they are no longer doing charts, etc. So I was like, well, how do I even start this, And I wanted to start a course under an astrologer, and then I said, no, it's just not the right time. And the time will come, but right this moment is not the time. But lo and behold, I literally had my book. And as you can see, you can find books anywhere. I've literally found this magnificent book at a half-price bookstore, but I picked it up out of the blue because it just really intrigued me how accurate things can be, and that's why I always intermix the astrological parts into the reading. I match them up so that we can talk about what's going on in the heavens, as above so below, as they say, and so it always matches up. It has to match up, because the planets, especially the moon for females, OMG, that just changes or influences your moods, especially when you're in the maiden and mother stage of life. And for men as well as women, the full moon encourages argumentativeness, and it also causes accidents. That's why it's called lunacy, when the full moon is out. So it can cause tidal waves, it affects the waters, the earth, etc. So I've always been interested in astrology, and it's so funny because I was kicking myself and saying, oh man, I missed the whole course that they're giving right now, because they wanted me here quickly in Colorado, so I had to up and leave half of myself behind. Well, half of my, not self, but half of my household goods. But it's nothing I'm missing, so you can buy things anywhere, and things come and go. Those are minuscule things. Those are not things that are important. People are important. And so I'm just kind of like blown away that literally this book, along with my CD that it came with, is going to be a very big reading. It's not going to be an easy task, and I'm not claiming that I'm going to all of a sudden be an astrologer, but I'm going to give it a whirl, and of course that'll be once I settle into my home. And let's see where it takes me, because I'm enthralled to learn. I'm enthralled with the stars, the heavens, and the alignments, and how they actually do cause either havoc, wreak havoc on our lives, or they actually promote unity and getting ahead and all of that other good stuff. So let's get on with the actual reading, and I'm going to start as I usually do. So if you guys want to forge ahead until I am done shuffling, that's up to you. I don't tell you guys what to do, because I know that shuffling is boring, but at the same time, I don't like not shuffling in front of people, because I feel like it's not real. So what can my lovely Libras, remember this is Sun, Moon, and Rising Libra. This is Libra cusp. This is for my cross watchers. What can Libra, ruled by Venus, my lovely Venus, what can Libra expect right now? What can Libra expect right now in this time frame that we're shuffling these cards? What can Libra expect right now? What can Libra expect? What can all Libras expect right now? And remember, it is a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate, you can just look at the Scorpio, or you can look at the Virgo reading. What can Libra expect come into their lives right now? Okay. And we're going to be using the Tarot de Fuego. I don't know, I always think about the telenovelas, the the day shows that used to come out, because oh my God, I don't know if you people that speak Spanish remember Dos Mujeres Un Camino, where Eric, what was his last name? I can't remember his last name. The dude that came out in oh my gosh, it's eluding me. The motorcycle cop. Anyway, he came out on that show, and I never knew that he didn't speak Spanish. So his Spanish sucked. Sorry, but it did. But you know, because he was Eric Estrada. So anyway, it was called Dos Mujeres Un Camino, and that was the very first program in Spanish that my daughter watched with me, and it was hilarious because she couldn't speak Spanish, but she was enthralled because I told her who Eric Estrada was and how he was in I think it was called Chips. Yeah, and so she started watching it with me, and anyway, the name Terra de Fuego, you know, fire. It just makes me think of you know, Dos Mujeres Un Camino because of Eric Estrada. So what can my lovely Libras expect at this time frame? What can my lovely Libras? It was very corny, by the way, the show, but it was hilarious to watch. And we would come home every day, me from work, her from school, and we'd watch it together every night. What can my lovely Libras expect in this time frame? Okay. Like I said, I like to shuffle, so don't judge me. Because I like being truthful and honest, okay? And then I'm going to use, that was a card dominancy, by the way. I'm using the Waiter, I can never say it right when I'm supposed to. Weight Rider deck. And then the tiniest deck I could find, which is Everyday Witch, okay? Sorry, I think I'm having twisty tongue because it's not working. What do my Libras need to know? What can they be looking out for? That's something positive for them during this reading. Positive energy for my Libra. Positive energies for my Libras during this reading. And I hope you guys can hear me well. I do have the computer a little distanced from me where I'm filming off of, and that's due to the fact that I wanted you guys to get some of the table this time around. See if y'all can see some of the cards. If you can't, I'm sorry, I apologize, but I will be trying my best, okay? Let's take a look at, I know everybody wants to know this first, so let's take a look at love first, okay? And y'all know I have to wear my glasses, but you know what? Hopefully being this far away from the computer, it doesn't actually, you know, the camera doesn't pick up the glare. And I'm gonna do, with this one I won't do a Celtic cross, I'll do the Celtic cross with the other deck, okay? Oh my lordy, lordy, lordy. First thing that they're asking you for, Libras, is patience. There's the Empress coming out, and that's male female. That's not, you know, remember what I always say, that's not gender specific. So they're asking you for patience as things are mixing for you. At this time frame, when we're doing this, also Libras that are still fertile, meaning you can still have babies, you're in that stage of life, be careful because your significant other or even a oopsies like a one night stand could end up bearing fruit of the kind of a baby, bebe. So be careful because I see that it's very, I'm looking at the Empress, which is obviously, she's always pregnant with possibilities, which means abundance, but it could also mean fertility as far as female goes. And then I have the Ace of Swords right next to her, and you know, the cord that it's showing, the way that it looks, it's making me feel like when, you know, a man has fun with himself or etc. So to me, it looks like a phallus. I know I shouldn't have said fun, but you know, well, happy times. And so that's what I'm saying is that to me, you could get pregnant, Libra. I'm talking about females, obviously. You could get pregnant. Your partner could be very filled with joy that could explode into tiny joys in your womb. So be careful if you don't want to have children. But if you do, congrats, because it's possible at this time frame. But also looking at it as abundance and fertility on the material physical plane, then that means you getting promotions, you getting clout, you know, recognition at work, you getting more monies of some sort, things working out for you, new beginnings, things starting to balance out, and having security at work, having security financially, and oh yeah, making things manifest on the physical material plane, like I said. But the first thing they asked you for was patience. So things are going to work out beautifully. You just have to have patience, which is easier said than done, right? Because I mean, I'm the queen of I don't have no patience. So it's very hard for people to ask for patience. It's very easy for, or should I say, it's very easy for people to ask for patience. It's very hard for one to give or grant that, or to stay in a state of patience. Why? Because anxieties build up, you know. The unknown is always what causes anxieties. If it was something that, I'm a planner, for example, so when things are up in the air, like imagine, you know, the like tossing a coin up into the air, right? That's the patience. It's not fallen yet, so you're not able to see the fruits of your labor or whatever it is you're trying to do or obtain, and so it can give you anxiety. And so anxiety forces your system and your person to act impatient. Sorry, but there are people on top and either side of me and across the way. So if you hear a child crying, or you hear a dog barking, or you hear the pounding from upstairs, it's because I'm not in my home yet. Soon to be, but not yet. Okay, so we're seeing a lot of manifestation on the material physical plane, which is an element of earth, which means that, like, for example, Taurus, you know, Taurus, we can say even Capricorn, you know, any fixed sign that is able to not be movable. If you have any of that in your chart, then you can bank on that. You're going to be able to obtain things coming towards you. And this is in the material plane, but it also has a lot to do with fertility. So fertility, you know, like a plant, you know, if you plant a seed and it grows and it's fertile soil, it starts growing from, you know, a small vine, and then it just trickles down, right? There's new things that are coming for you. I see new life. I see a new love coming for you. So the new life, as you embark on your new way of life, or your new life in general, it brings a new love, a good, strong love. 10 of Wands, which is very strong in happiness. Lots of messages coming through for you. 2 of Wands is the only thing to watch out for. And the reason is, let me see, I'm trying to get the glare out. The reason is because, even as the Catholics say, the road to heaven, no, excuse me, the road to hell is paved by good intentions. So even the best intentioned person can mess their own relationships up. And why? Because if you have to be right all the time, or if you have to come out ahead of the other person, you have to be right at all costs, then it may cost you the relationship or cost you some issues. Depending on the next card, this could either be a trip that you're taking, or this could actually be something else. Nope, it is a trip. So the Chariot comes out right before the Ten of Cups. So I am stoked for you guys so far. This reading, as far as your money and your love, which this portion was just supposed to be for your love, is very much filled with positivity and some good stuff. So I'm glad that we started with this deck. This is the Star card too. So anything financially that you're trying to do right now, or anything that you're trying to do for yourself, even if you're starting a relationship, or you're starting or embarking on a new way of life with your current significant other, it's gonna go well. I don't see anything bad or negative at all. The only thing I see is that a little tiff here and there may arise. I wouldn't give that too much clout, and the reason is because then you're buying into the negativity. So since all of this that I see is fertility, I see the phallus, which when you actually, like in a dream, if you see a phallus that is well formed, that is really good, phenomenal luck. You know, it's an auspicious thing. So for me to see that in your reading, and to me the way that it's being grabbed onto, and then the fact that the Empress is right next to the phallus, to me that is telling me that there's a lot of sexual I hate to sing and say sexual healing, sexual like energies that are being exchanged here between you and your partner, or you and your significant other, or the person that's about to walk into your life. It's gonna have a sexy feel to it, a lot of sexual rawness and tension to it, okay? So don't be too surprised if you don't have sex, or somebody at the very least being very overly romantic with you. Let's go ahead and utilize this teeny tiny Everyday Witches deck, and I don't see anything that I have to clarify here, because pretty much everything came out straightforward. So there's nothing on this portion that I have to clarify. Let's see what other particulars they have to give you. Okay. All right, so we do have here these three cards, and I'm gonna say this is the recent past. I'm not gonna buy into that this is current, because of the beautiful energies that I see here. Okay, so in the recent past we have the Five of Pentacles. So maybe there was a move, maybe there was a temporary job loss, maybe there was some unexpected emergency that had to be dealt with, and it depleted your funds a little bit there. Also cost you a lot of work. Ten of Wands coming out again. Cost you a lot of work to get past and through the phase that you just came out of. It has been an experience and an exercising of your abilities, your ability to muster your inner strength and push forward. Okay, but they're wands, they're not swords, so that's a positive thing. And yeah, you've had in the past maybe a relationship that didn't go so well, maybe somebody you're missing or forlorn for. But the other thing to look at this reminiscent is, it's okay to feel things so long as you feel them and let them go. If they don't work out, then it's okay to start healing and let them go. You can't stay in the moment of the Five of Cups, because then what that means to me is that you're constantly in the feeling of being alone, being lonely, in depression, having heartache, and calling all these energies, and staying in that energy mixture is not a good thing. People that are lonely turn into depression. People that are hurt can turn into being, sour and bitter. People that have been abused or abandoned can not want to try again. And you guys are such lovely beings from the inside that would just be such a travesty, because there's always somebody new around the horizon, even though the one that maybe you want, it didn't pan out with in the past, or maybe it just needs some patchwork. But it takes two to make things I'm filled with old 80s songs today. It takes two to make things go right. It takes two to make them out of sight. Yeah, I went there. So remember that you're only half of a team. It takes two to want to get things right, to keep working, on the relationship. So if that other person, cross watchers, if that other person did not give their full or their all, then there's nothing that you can do. And if it's the other way around, that the Libra did it, which I'm not one of those that puts that on there, because I read it the way it falls. But Libra people are not all perfect. We're not all saints, and we too can err. So if it was you, Libra, then you can make things right as well. That's the whole purpose of having readings, so that you can be educated as to, where was the hiccup, who did what, and in the end, does it matter? Is it that bad? Can it be fixed? Do we want to fix it? Do we want to salvage it? Or do we want to just giving it enough time and it's time to move on? So that's what I get from that portion, okay? Now, we're going to see where your luck lies during this time frame, during this reading. Again, the Nine of Coins, babies. So somebody's banking out there. Like I said, this is a general reading, but overall atmosphere for Libras, you're banking. So even if you had to spend a lot of money, sometimes it takes money to make money, or sometimes that money went to a good cause, especially if it was an emergency. I had to literally make sure my car was in good condition before setting out, and I'm glad I did, even though I put it on a trailer so it wasn't touching the ground. But the whole purpose was that when I pulled it off here in Colorado, it would be as good as it had to be, in good working order, right? So new tires, oil change, things like that. Those are necessary. Those are very necessary things. New windshield wiper blades. It snows over here, people. It snows over here. So doing things of that nature that sometimes are things that are necessities, or even if you had a necessity where somebody had to go to the urgent care or whatever, God forbid. But those are necessities, and those are emergencies that are unforeseen. So if they're unforeseen, then that could have been, the reasonings why, you had a little bit of funds being wiped out of your account. Well, it's okay, because they're coming back around, so don't put too much cloud into that, and don't, boo-hoo and don't cry over things that had to happen, because sometimes, again, we have to spend money to make money. Wow. So the King of Coins, the King of Pentacles, is right next to the Nine of Pentacles. How do you like that? So I say that, if you are suffering right now, it's not going to be long lived, because you're going to be able to get something. Something in reference to something legal, something in reference to contracts, something, and even could be spying, depending on what the next card is that comes out. It's contract. So the contract can be employment, the contract can be of business partners, the contract can be signing a new contract for leasing a place, whether that's business or home, buying a home, but that's what that is. So all these coins makes me smile, because that means that you guys are not going to be suffering. That suffering has ended already. As far as financial woes, that's already finished for 2020, and so that's a good thing, because you didn't have to wait till January to come around for all of this to fall into place. That's why I said forging ahead, blazing trails, and forging ahead. Okay, this trip has taught me one thing, and that's that I'm stronger than I thought I was, because it was a hellacious drive. Hellacious, I did say that. I have mad respect for the people that live here. I have a newfound mad respect for the founders of Colorado. Don't understand what would beseech someone to undertake blowing up a mountain to forge a road through there. But they did it. Maybe they did it because they could. Maybe they did it because it was a challenge. So again, rising to the occasion, right? That's what they're asking for you to do at this moment. This stuff can't be made up, even if I tried the Empress again. So you got the Empress on the card Tarot del Fuego. And now you get it in the White Rider deck. So everything's going to fall into place. You just have to have faith. Faith in yourself, faith in your abilities, and faith in God. Okay? Remember, we're already towards the winter months, so as much as I love my goddess, she is just about asleep. And come December, God will be awake. So we can still see the fruits of her labor, and being that the God is in charge at this time. It's funny that he's still very fertile, or that he decides to spring forth in new life with fertility as he's being awakened from his slumber. So that's beautiful. And your dreams. And this one I am gonna clarify, because this is talking about dreams, your imagination floating and working and being creative. So let's see what the next card is. Oh, you're feeling tested right now. Although everything looks like it's gonna go well, you're feeling tested. Let's see why. Because it is a heavy load. Again, the 10 of Wands. It is a heavy load. And I think the 10 of Wands, let me check something. Remember, I do need my glasses. Let me see. I know it came out. Yeah, the 10 of Wands came out 3 separate times. So it came out on the Everyday Witch, it came out here, and it came out in the Tarot del Fuego here. So I want to say that God Goddess is or are acknowledging hard work that you've had to put in to get to the point that you are in life. So that's why I see all the blessings being released almost like confetti falling from the sky, because all three decks have verified that this has been very well earned. You've worked your tail off to obtain this, and the High Priestess, everything that you've done has been almost like you want to magically have things appear, and you've been working and working and working and praying, holding your faith that things are going to work out, magically just work out. And I want to tell you, things are going to work out. Things are going to work out. And again, we get the Four of Coins, and we got that in the, I believe, in the Tarot del Fuego. We got that card as well. You get the Ace of Wands. So whatever is hidden, that comes to light. You get the, let me see, where are you, my pretty, as they say. Here it is. So you get the Four of Pentacles twice from the Tarot del Fuego and from the Weight Rider deck. So security, as far as funds are concerned, I'm not even sweating that you're going to be more than okay. You're going to land on your feet. Remember when things are emptied, there's only one thing that can happen. It's now ready to be filled again. Okay? Messages from the universe. Let's see what the universe has to say as far as any other extraordinary or extending messages that they'd like to give to you, that maybe can also grant you with clues or clarification. Further clarification. There are new beginnings starting. These new beginnings that are starting are also very much of importance surrounding family. So we are starting celebrations, you know. Thanksgiving is around the corner. Family is very important, but it could also mean family coming together. New friends that turn out to feel like family. I know I've found that in my diva and Rachel. And so I feel like, you know, I miss you guys, but I can't be in two places at once. But I send you all my love. And you guys that are on YouTube with me, you know, you guys are like family. So new beginnings here. You know, we have to enjoy each other's company however we can, whether it's via YouTube, via Zoom, via phone calls, via, you know, video chats, whatever, you know, emails, texting, however we can stay in touch is a good thing. But family is very important at this time. Travel is also warranted at this time. So either you're going to be traveling or someone will be traveling towards you. Again, either you will be traveling or someone will be traveling towards you during this November season. Something that's not quite culminated yet. It's not quite cooked yet. Something that's up in the air, that's akin to, again, that's against having to do, well, actually, no, I apologize. Like I said, I do need my glasses. Did we have anything? Nope. God be praised. So no, we don't have to, we have to clarify that, but we don't have, actually it's in reverse. So whatever you were waiting for, you don't have the Hangman, because this is akin to the Hangman. You no longer have to wait. Whatever you were waiting on, you no longer have to wait. The wait is over. it's either about to happen or it's just not going to happen. You don't have to wait anymore. And the reason I say that is because usually when the hangman is right side up, there's a time span going on. There's a time that you're going to have to wait for things, and you're no longer in the waiting game. So that's a plus, because again, remember how we started the reading discussing how anxiety can cause and wreak havoc on your body and on your mind. So I see a young person that could be a brother, could be a sister, it could be even your mate, if you're about in your 30s, that's coming towards you. And I want to say that if it is your mate that you've been waiting on, then there just may be an ending here happening. And we're still looking about another hangman. So it's a 50-50 chance that this person is going to reach out to you message wise, and then they're going to end up dropping you, giving you an explanation and then dropping you. I say that people are going to be, and these are for people that are having problems with their significant other, not for all Libras. The other Libras, we already had the reading as far as what's coming. So for new love and established, relationships that are going well, it's just going to get better. For new relationships, somebody's about to walk into your life. And for old relationships that maybe you were separated, it looks like it could end up in a divorce. At the very least, it could end amicably, but it would have to take a while for it to turn into love again. Okay, so that would be up to you whether you want to proceed and give the person another opportunity or not. I never tell anybody what to do, because we're all big boys and big girls in this world, and free will. And I always tell everybody, if God gives you free will, who am I to take that away? You are the one that has to live with your decisions, not me. Just like whatever decisions I make in my life, I'm the one that has to, make my bed and sleep in it. So if you feel that you would like to start out as friends again, and then for it to move into a love relationship, that's up to you. That's where all the money and the heartache comes into play, because we get the same cards again as we did with the Everyday Witch Tarot, which is the Ace of Wands and the the Five of Wands and the Five of Cups. It's the same thing. So the person that's coming in has caused a lot of heartache and has caused a lot of division in the past. So it's going to be up to you whether you want to take them back, because it's a lot of responsibility, and I also see that their family is causing issues, and their friends are causing issues for these relationships. So we can't all be mama's boys or girls, or because that's what's coming out. Like a person that doesn't know how to think for themselves, a person that he listens to everybody and doesn't listen to their own heart. They have to listen to their own heart and actually trust what they're feeling, and tell everybody else to go to hell, because that's the only way this relationship is going to work. If they're going to keep on teeter-tottering like on a seesaw, up and down, up and down, up and down, it's never going to work, because you're never going to get the person that does the promising, this is going to change, that is going to change, this is the way that it's going to be from here on out. Actions speak louder than words. So you can tell a person that you love them and that they're your world and that they're going to do better and that things are going to change, but you need to Show the money. Show me the money. Where's the change? Why should I take you back? So that's for my Libras that are separated. You have somebody that's very confused and conflicted with trying to pacify other people. So because they're trying to pacify other people, they're not pacifying you. They're not giving in to you. They're promising you things, or they're even thinking of promising you things, but you don't promise people things. You follow through. So if you follow through for whatever you give or whatever you want to display to people, then they should also have, you should also be able to expect that they have the same follow through, is what I'm saying. If you love yourself, if you respect yourself as a Libra, then you should expect whatever you're willing to give out, they have to be willing to reciprocate. They have to be willing to give and take as well. Remember what we said, nobody's perfect. Our Libras are not all perfect either. Meaning that we make mistakes, we err. Takes a bit to get us PO'd, but when we do, then it takes a bit to get us that, temperature back down again, because once you chop our hide, it's on. It's on, but it takes a long time to get us there. So all I'm saying is, if you really love a Libra, you should be able to give them what they are willing to give back to you, whatever they're offering you. So if they offer you a stick of gum, you can offer a stick of gum. If they offer you coffee, you can offer them coffee. If they offer you their heart, you can offer them your heart. And if you're not ready, then leave them alone so they can go on to the new love that I see coming, who can reciprocate, who can give the things that the ex person wasn't able or willing or ready to do. So anyway, you guys always know I like to end on a positive note. There are no negatives here. There are no negatives. It's all in the choice. And so since you now have all of the cards realistically laid out before you, now you know what to do. For my people that are expecting money or change in job and career, you are good to go. For my people that have recent emergencies or funds that they've had to put out or dole out, they will be replenished, they will be replaced. No worries. For the people that are tired because something has been very taxing and overwhelming, it's about to come to an end in a positive way. Your fruits of your labor are going to give you what you need. Your just desserts. Somebody will be trying to come back, for my Libras that are separated, into your life. If they do come back, you need to hold them accountable for their actions. Unless they're a child, you're not a babysitter. Your mama don't live here, and etc., etc., etc. Like the king and I. We're all so full of jokes today. I just thought of that. The king and I, etc., etc., etc. So you've got to, how they say you are what you eat? Well, you are also what you pair up with. Your relationship is only going to be as strong and stable as who you pair up with. So if you pair up with somebody that's very immature, sorry, I have an itch. It's kind of dry in Colorado, just to let you guys know, if you're ever wanting to travel to Colorado, please bring a lot of cocoa butter. You're only going to have an established relationship that has a firm foundation if they are womaning up, manning up. If they're not ready to do that, then your relationship is on shaky ground. And until your other counterpart is willing to meet you, if not halfway, 40-60, 30-70 some days, 35-65, that's not going to work. Not because you're imperfect people, but because it has to be two people that are mature to be in a real relationship that's going to be long lasting. Sure, you can grow together, but you have to have a lot of desire to want to grow together. Okay, so the people that are already in good relationships, kudos to you, because you've found the formula. The people that are about to not be single anymore, kudos to you, because you've waited and you've done the work on yourself, and the work that Goddess has seen fit to bring you a new beautiful person that can reciprocate your heart to your heart. And the people that are still in those relationships that are like, come on guys, you know, like, have you ever seen in Living Color, they had the box that said wrap it up? Yeah, wrap it up. Come on, wrap it up. This is just too long already. This is just insanity. I don't, you know, it's like trying to watch, you know, paint dry on a wall or something. Or have you ever heard babies screaming at the top of their lungs in a store, department store, and you can't get out of the doggone store fast enough because the pitch is like, the scream is so high pitched that it hurts your ears? That is what my beautiful poor Libras that have been in these messed up relationships have been going through. It's like, I can't watch that paint anymore, man. This sucks. It is what it is. Call it what it is. This sucks. If they ghosted you, then you know what? You're either going to do one of two things, excuse me. Either you're going to glow up and say, you're part of my past and you didn't break me, I'm moving on. You know, greener grasses. Or you're going to allow these people to continue to keep you in limbo. Those are your choices. I love you all. This is Ella from Ella's Ancient Ways Tarot. And I'm going to put my email in the description. Remember what I said for you new people. Please like, share, and subscribe. Definitely subscribe. That's the only way that I'm going to make it to my target, which is 3,000. This is a baby channel. I love you guys. Please, you know, never stop striving to do better, to be better, and to get more out of life. This is about the blessings. What are the blessings that are coming? And I'm sorry, I'm about to do something rude, guys. This does not have a remote to where I can just press the button from over here. So you're gonna see my happy little, you know what, walk up to the camera and have to shut it off. But it has been a gas talking to you guys, and I'm glad that we had this time to share. And yeah, from the 10th, which is today, to the 17th is when you can expect to have these occurrences come to pass. And if not, whenever you come upon this video, then that's when it was meant for you, my dear friends. So until we meet again, this is Ella from Ella's Ancient Ways Tarot. I love you guys to pieces, and I am so stoked to be able to be with you again, and to have clean clothes on. OMG. And yeah, my hair may look crazy, but guess what? It feels amazing here. No humidity. Yeah. So again, thank you for sharing this time with me, and thank you for viewing my channel. Thank you. I appreciate you very much, my YouTube family. And may you be blessed. May you have a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving season, in case I do not get to make another video from now till then. Be blessed and enjoy. Enjoy each other. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your friends, your extended family. Enjoy your significant other, your pets, your children. I should have said that first, right? Sorry. Your furry babies and your human babies. Mine are plants right now, and I do love them. They made the trip with me and they survived. So I'm very glad and grateful for that. So again, this is Ella from Ella's Ancient Ways signing off now. And now I have to get up and turn this off. But I'll talk to you guys again real soon, for sure before Christmas. I'm really excited. I'm really excited for what I see coming out in these cards for you guys. May you be blessed. Bye, guys.